No, we're at the Magic Kingdom. I've got a pass and I can't get in. Oh my gosh, this stinks. All right, well, our adventure begins here at the Transportation and Ticket Center. We're gonna go ahead and jump on the monorail or the ferry boat, take it over to Magic Kingdom and just kind of have a look around. Man, it's always exciting to be here, but it's really too bad we can't get into the park today. Now, when I was coming through security today, I noticed that Magic Kingdom was completely booked, so I guess they've sold all their park reservations for the day. So maybe it's not too bad that we're gonna not be able to go in because it's gonna be super crowded over there today. You know what, since we're just having a fun adventure around the monorail loop today, I think I'm gonna take the ferry boat. We never take this when we're going to the parks because it's not quite as fast. So I think we're gonna go over here and take the ferry boat and enjoy the ride across Seven Seas Lagoon. Now it's Easter weekend, so we don't have to wait that much longer to come. We're coming down here in a few months in June for another summer trip. And this time we are actually staying at the Polynesian Resort. It's gonna be our first time staying there. So man, I cannot wait. All right, well, they've just opened the gates for early entry for all the resort guests, so everybody's piling in. Now, I had already mentioned that couldn't get into the park. We have annual passes, but our pass has some blockout dates. And some of those dates go around Easter, so we're down here in Orlando with our church youth group having a good time, and I figured, hey, let's come over here to the Magic Kingdom. We're gonna get on the monorail. We're gonna ride around some of this area. Just show you some of the fun stuff you can do instead of going into the park. All right, well, you know what? I think we're gonna kick it off by getting on one of the ferry boats and heading over to the Wilderness Lodge, one of my favorite here in this Magic Kingdom area. All right, let's go check it out. Well, we've made it over here to the Wilderness Lodge, and I love this place. I think of all the lodges and hotels around here on the monorail loop, the Polynesian and the Wilderness, I think, is tied for first place for me, for my favorites. I love the Great Northwest, the Pacific Northwest. I love going out hiking. You've probably seen some of our videos in the past of us up in Seattle, hiking Mount Rainier, going out to Olympic National Park. And so this place just reminds me a lot of that area. Now, one of the coolest parts of this lodge is just the outdoor area. They've got geysers out here. There's the Geyser Point restaurant over there. And then this amazing pool looking up on this lodge. And again, we're gonna go ahead and stay at this place here sometime soon. It's definitely one of those must-do on our list of coming to Disney. Just look at this place, it's amazing. Now wait till you see the lobby of this hotel. It is amazing. So we recently just stayed at the lodge up at Mount Rainier, Paradise, and I know this is much more grander scale than that, but it kind of reminds me of being up there in the Pacific Northwest. And look at these columns, they got all these animals carved in here, these amazing lights up here. It's beautiful, beautiful. Definitely worth a stay. And in fact, this is one of the cheaper deluxe resorts here on Disney property, so it's definitely worth a stay. It's nice too because this lobby just invites you to sit down and enjoy the view. They've got all these kind of little nooks and areas where you can either sit outside or sit inside by the fireplace. So definitely a lot to see. Again, don't have to go into the parks to enjoy a fun day here at Disney. We've actually come over here to the Wilderness Lodge one day. We were at Magic Kingdom. It was pouring down rain outside, and we thought we'd come over here and kind of hang out, and they brought all kinds of characters out. So yeah, if you're just over here visiting the resort, they usually have fun things to do that you can check out even if you're not going into the parks. Here I was talking about this place reminded me of Mount Rainier, and they have a little diorama set up over here with Mount Rainier in the background. Awesome. Well, as much as I hate to leave, I think we're gonna hop back on the ferry boat, head over to Magic Kingdom again, and get on the monorail. There's a bunch of other resorts here in this area to go check out, so we're gonna go check some of those out. All right. So if you're here around the Magic Kingdom, just taking one of these boat rides out here on the Seven Seas Lagoon is just so peaceful. It doesn't even matter how hot it is during the day. Plus you can just kind of get a really cool view of some of these surrounding hotels in the amusement park. Definitely just a relaxing thing to do when you're in the area. So if you're coming here for one of these fun days and you don't intend on going to the park, they've got two monorails that come to the area. One goes directly back to the Transportation and Ticket Center where the parking lot is. And then the other one is a resort monorail loop where you can go around to the other three resorts around here. So we're gonna board that one and we're gonna head on over to the Contemporary. So this Contemporary Resort has been here since 1971, so pretty cool, an opening resort at Disney. Looking at all the rooms, they've actually rethemed most of the rooms, I think actually all of them, to The Incredibles, which I don't know. I wish they would have just left this place original, but we got Chef Mickey's down here. Goofy and Mickey are down there meeting kids. Awesome. Such a cool design to have the monorail system literally go right through this hotel, so if you're staying here or even coming by to visit, just something neat to do in the area. So this is cool here in one of the gift shops here at the Contemporary Resort. They're actually making Easter baskets if you want to purchase since it's almost Easter. Speaking of Easter, they actually have some cast members that make eggs around Easter time and put them on display as a little competition. So we'll go over here and check some of these out. One of the cool things that the Contemporary, along with the Polynesian and the Grand Floridian resorts offer is you can rent boats out here. So they've got some party barges you can rent. You can do fishing excursions. They have some little speedboats that you can rent. They have little fireworks shows that you can go watch in the evening. Just a cool thing to do that if you're not going to the park, to come out here and enjoy beautiful Bay Lake and Seven Seas Lagoon. I haven't even talked about some of the delicious food that you can eat at some of these resorts. One of the examples here is Steakhouse 71 in the Contemporary, but all of these resorts around the monorail loop have some great places to eat. All right, well, we've made it here to the Polynesian Village Resort. We're actually going to be staying here in a few months, so we'll be doing a much more in-depth review, but let's go in here and check out what this beautiful resort has to offer. This is another lobby of another resort that just invites you to sit down and relax. We've come over here to eat at Ohana several times when we're not staying here, and we just sit down in the lobby. Enjoy the awesome smell. It smells so good in here, and it is just beautiful. Definitely a fun place to come visit. And probably the biggest draw for me of the Polynesian are the grounds just out here. All the different buildings they have, especially the pool. One of those things that all the kids want to definitely go enjoy. We're so looking forward to our trip when we get to come down here in June and then stay in this resort. It's absolutely beautiful. And you can see a really nice view of the Magic Kingdom from the back of the resort. So if you want to watch fireworks from back here, you can always come over to the Polynesian, eat dinner at the Ohana, and head on out to the beach and watch the fireworks from out there. So let's go check that out. So here we are coming out to the back of the Polynesian resort, and I can already see Cinderella's castle in the distance. So as you can tell, out here on the beach, an outstanding place to watch the fireworks over Magic Kingdom. And again, you don't have to be staying here at the resort to do that. You can come here and eat dinner, or walk around, enjoy the views, and then watch the fireworks at the end of the evening. So the Polynesian was another resort that opened with the Magic Kingdom in 1971. And man, say what you will about Disney, they sure know how to theme things. These resorts are amazing. They're amazing. I mean, when you're in here in the Polynesian walking around some of these lodge houses and enjoying the pools, all the tropical foliage, I mean, you literally feel like you're in Hawaii or in a Polynesian resort. So yeah, definitely come and check this place out. It's definitely worth a visit. All right, so it was lunchtime. Figured I'd stop into Captain Cook's in here in the Polynesian resort and get me a little pulled pork sandwich, a little aloha pork sandwich and some french fries. Enjoy this beautiful scenery out here while I'm having my lunch. Yeah, I could definitely just hang out at this resort all day. It is absolutely beautiful, peaceful. Sitting out here having lunch. Pretty much everybody's at the park at this point of the day, so yeah, I mean, if you're going to be coming here to the Disney World area and you just want to stay away from the parks for a day, get away from the resort, come see these other beautiful resorts that the Disney Resort has to offer. All right, well, we're done with lunch, and they actually have a walkway between the Polynesian and the Grand Floridian Resort. So rather than take the monorail, I think we should just walk over there, enjoy this beautiful day we're having. Now, normally this would be a real pretty walkway on the way over to Grand Floridian, but they are actually constructing a new tower here for the Disney Vacation Club members. So they've routed everybody out here by the road. So it's not as enjoyable of a walk, but still, you know, still nice to get out, enjoy the outside. I mean, it's not too hot here in Orlando right now, so we can get out here and have this nice walk around these resorts. As I'm walking up here to the Grand Floridian, I'm reminded of something really cool. They actually have a wedding chapel that overlooks the Seven Seas Lagoon, and out the window in the background you can see the Cinderella's castle in Magic Kingdom. So man, what an awesome place to get married. I have no idea how much that costs, but I'm sure it's pretty outrageous. But it would definitely be a memory of a lifetime, that's for sure. So this Grand Floridian resort is probably the most opulent here on the Disney property. I think it's the most expensive to stay at, $700-800 a night. I don't know, it's not really my style, so I don't know if we'll ever stay here, but definitely still a nice place to visit. Got a pretty nice view from the back of the Grand Floridian out on the lake. Polynesian resort there in the background. And some of the rooms do face Magic Kingdom, so you can watch the fireworks from some of them. So this is another one of those resorts with a spectacular lobby. We're gonna go in here and check out the main entrance of the Grand Floridian. So this main lobby is pretty spectacular, I do have to admit. I mentioned that Disney does theming very, very well. And it's just, you're transported to a completely different place every time you walk into one of their resorts. And so that's my reason why I think you should try to give these places a try. Get away from the parks every once in a while. Come and check out some of these beautiful resorts they have. You might find a new place you want to stay next time you're here. But if not, I mean, you can just enjoy everything that the resorts have to offer. It looks like that they put a whole lot more of these decorated Easter eggs over here, so we're gonna have to go around here and check these out. We get the Main Street Electrical Parade down here. The Sword in the Stone. Alice in Wonderland. The Country Bears from Magic Kingdom. These things are amazing. And these are actually cast members who do these. So this is what I mean. There's always something going on at these resorts. There's always something to do. I mean, here it is Easter and they've got all these eggs that they have decorated. So definitely, again, I mean, I'm so glad I came out here today. It's almost like a blessing that we can't get into the parks because got to enjoy all these awesome things going on at these resorts. All right, we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye here to the Grand Floridian Resort and head back on our little trip around the monorail loop. Head back over here to the Magic Kingdom and say goodbye to one of our favorite parks before we call it a day. You know what, we're back at the Transportation and Ticket Center, but since there's a monorail here for Epcot, I think we'll ride over there and ride around the park real quick and take a look at all the construction they're doing. All right, well, as sad as it was to not be able to go in the Magic Kingdom today, you know what? I'm not mad. We had an outstanding day. I'm glad you guys came along with us. Hope you guys got some good ideas of what you could do here at Disney World without actually going into the parks. Hey, just come out here to the monorail loop, ride the monorail around, enjoy the resorts, enjoy the good restaurants, maybe even come and stay for the fireworks next time you're here. So all right, we're glad you came along with us, and thank you for watching the Butler Family Adventures.